Alright, yeah, welcome back on into some more Magic Arena. So, for this week's weekly deck series, we're going to be playing a Bant lands list. So, this runs, unfortunately, to Fairy, but that's the nature of the deck. We're going to be trying to play a lot of lands, draw a lot of cards, and hopefully just outvalue our opponent until they cry. So, let's see if we can do that, shall we? I will see you in the competitive play section of Magic Arena. Alrighty then. No green mana. Think I've got to throw it. It must be trashed. Really do need that early green mana for our dorks. Once we got the green mana though, it's not a problem. Get out of here, Steve. What say you, Vervex? Are you mulling? I can keep this, as weird as it looks, but I have to bodden non-land cards. And if we get bolted, we're in big trouble. So please no red. Oh boy, well it's tap land. And we drew a land off the top as well. Not the worst thing in the world. Next turn we go land Tatiova. Turn after that we might go land extra turn. We haven't really established a board state that allows this extra turn to do much, but you know. As you do. So, play the Land of War Elves, swing in for 2. Not exactly doing a great deal ourselves, but neither is our opponent. He is playing Memorial to War, which leads me to believe he might be playing Land Destruction. Because no one else would be as cruel as to play anything else. Alright, well, we're just going to get our Tatiova lady down. We've got to back up if it gets bolted. So I really don't mind here. My opponent isn't really pressuring us. Steve, get out! Get out! Get out! Yeah, a braid. Okay. That's fine. Hopefully we draw a land off the top for Tatiova this time around. So then at least we get the trigger. Scavenger Grounds, yep, doesn't matter. Hey, we get a land drop. Okay, so same again, please. I don't know what my opponent's playing, though. It must be some sort of land destruction. We're playing lands, so joke's on you, ahoy hoy. Settles okay, I guess. If we're going on that plan that he is a land-based deck, he could be Sifterworm, potentially, as well. Possibly. Really need to draw lands. Okay, well, we're going to take an extra turn and we're going to bounce one of his Zombos. And we're going to have to swing for 3. It's a really upsetting Khan's Temporal Sundering, but one that just has to be done, I think. Are you blocking? No. Opponent, no. Your life isn't that bad. Okay. Let's go Compass. Let's go grab a land. Really don't want to have to grab. Yeah, I really shouldn't grab a forest for this elf so I could leave a drover open. That seems terrible. You're a cycle, aren't you? Oh, you're a cycle. How much do I commit to this board? It seems scary to commit any further with Hour of Devastation looming over. I'm just going to swing with my Tatiova. Call it a day, I think. Cycle this farmland. We get drover value out that way as well. I really do think Hour of Devastation is not too far behind. There it is. Alright, cycle. It's really not a big deal. As long as we get something to play on this turn. Back up Tatiova. Land is going to make that awkward. Well, that is a land. Alright, well, rebuild virtually the same board state. I think I'm just going to play this. We do need to make our land drop for the turn. Yeah, it's Sifter Worm. Okay. What does this cheeky worm boy go and grab? A commit to memory. Alright. 3 for 5. We're 1 mana short of grabbing with the compass. But I guess we do have to go and grab one all the same. Let's go grab an island. Play the island, play Tatiova. I want to work towards this compass flip. Because that's pretty much going to be the thing that stops this Sifter Worm from being as annoying as it's going to be. Well, other than Settle the Wreckage as well. But we hopefully should have this compass to encourage my opponent to run right into a Settle the Wreckage. So, your follow-up. An Hour of Promise. Okay. That doesn't leave commit to memory mana open, so that gives me full reign to do whatever I want this turn. Which, unfortunately, is just playing a land until Tatiova gives me an extra turn. Nice. Okay, take an extra turn, bounce a zombie token. I'm not going to bounce the Sifter Worm, it just gives him value. Not getting in with you, not getting in with you. Not that it makes a great deal of difference, since I'm tapping out anyway. Let's go grab a forest. Swing with Tap Lady. I'm assuming he's got nothing. Am I not missing something? I don't think so. Yeah, there's no pump spells in this deck. Alright, we flip that. We get 2 extra cards. Come on, Planeswalker. I need a Planeswalker. Any and all are welcome right now. Even the Tilt Father himself. Especially the Tilt Father himself. Okay. Extra turn. Bounce you. This time we do have a use for our mana dorks to swing in. Go to combat, swing. Not the Settle the Wreckage. Okay, draw a card. Come on, something good. It's another land, and we can't increase our clock. Okay, I think we just pass then. Well, I guess we'll swing. He's at 11. Okay. What's the alternative win condition other than a Sifter Worm and zombie tokens? Have they got Sandworm Convergence or anything like that in here? They might do. Well, there's another Sifter Worm. Because I know that they like to shuffle them back in and with commit to memory and things like that. Just recycle their deck over and over because they pretty much empty their entire deck of lands after a while, so it's just pure gas. Okay, play some Petal Grove. Oath of Teferi. I mean, You're literally going to do nothing for me. But I should play you. All the same. Maybe he should have used the Mana Dorks, actually, since he's got Sweltering Suns on top. Yeah, well. Flicker a blue. Pass the turn. Oh yeah, we draw as well. Combo. Forgot about that a little bit. There's the Swelter boy. It's getting hot in here, so Heckma, do your thing. Alright, let's try settling. He'll commit, which is not really that good of a counter. And we'll take 7 once he commits this. Yep, okay, so just untap Sifter Worm, take 7. We got another Settle the Wreckage. And we'll draw into another one soon enough. Might just hold this land for now. Since we know we're not drawing an extra one, I guess I could put down some Mana Dorks. Does it make a big difference? Not particularly, but also can't really hurt. Might need the blockers. Okay, pass. Yet again, settle the Wreckage open with Spires to untap just in case. Maybe my opponent memories to shuffle that settle on the top away. Nope. Not yet, anyway. Got an answer? Another commit. Alright. We might just lose to the 9 million commits. I'll take the 7 again. Alright. Pass. Let's try this again, shall we? This time I'm going to have to block if it comes to it. Draws a card. So he knows we got this Settle the Wreckage and he knows we're going to draw another one next turn. He needs a way to push through these worms or to stop us from settling. Gift of Paradise is not the answer. Or it might not be. Unless he's got, like, Shalai. Yeah, passes the turn. Okay. Well, we'll just keep passing. Now we've got double Settle the Wreckage. So if he finds another commit to memory, it's not going to work. Spring. Okay. And Mind. 31 cards. Oh, they do have Rivulet as the alternative, don't they? So he actually might be hunting for Rivulets. Dang. Yeah, if he finds the Rivulets, then we're in trouble. Ah, Teferi. Now he has pressure. Performance anxiety much? Double Teferi.
Trust me, you'll thank me later.
You like that 1 mana Planeswalker that draws 2 cards? I don't. But damn it, Arena Meta, you've made me do it. Evolving Wilds. Yeah, I guess we could thin our deck. That should stop us from losing, one would imagine. If he's going for the Rivulet plan, then the Teferi ultimate just hits his Rivulet. We will untap that, and that. And that, and that. Okay, pressure my Teferi. He's got 30 cards to find his Rivulet. Or to find an answer to Teferi. I mean, Hour of Devastation doesn't do it anymore. It takes Teferi to 1, and then we just settle his Sifters. Cycles his Desert. I really should play this deck at some point. It's a ton of fun. There's so much to do in it. Look at the state of this graveyard. Who wouldn't want to play that? And then you look at like his big beefy dudes and you think to himself, oh, that must be his primary win con. And then you realise that Mill is also an option. The problem is that Nexus of Fate is so strong right now that it's not really a good win con. Since if someone just simply runs a Nexus of Fate, then you need to be able to mainboard answer it. So Teferi ultimates at 8, so the turn after next we will have him. Ooh. Tatyova. I might as well play you. I don't think there's any punishment for that. Commits my Teferi. Okay. That's acceptable. He might just mill us the old-fashioned way by us milling ourselves. Are you now going to, yeah, abrade my Tatyova? Well, trigger's on the stack, bud. Trigger is on the stack. Hopefully a cycle lands on the top so we can just hit Teferi. No. Okay. Well, let's pass. I guess maybe we should have ticked up Teferi first, because ticking up Teferi first means that the trigger's on the stack. If he does it in response, which is incorrect, we get a card closer to it. I guess he wouldn't ever do that, but it's the thought that counts. Alright. He's got 27 cards. We got, what, 23? Still hasn't found his Rivulet. If only we run Nexus of Fate, though, instead of Khan's Temporal Sundering. We'd be in a lot more interesting position in that we couldn't actually lose. Okay, so these zombie tokens are going to force out a Settle the Wreckage at some point, I would imagine. How many have we used so far? Got 2 in hands, none in the graveyard, none in exile. Okay, so there's 2 more to find. And our good boy Teferi's here. Don't play our lands. We may just find the answer we need.
Let's slow this
through playing it after another card. Ooh, Teferi.
We need to move quickly.
Nissa. 20 cards. Nissa can ultimate immediately. Swing for 10 over the top. It's not enough. But I guess you can get close to being at 12 to win that way. Let's play Harbour. We need to make sure we got double Settle the Wreckage open. Let's do, let's see, we've got 2 4 untaps. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, we can't quite just like settle twice in a row, which I feel like we need to be able to do. Let's just get Nissa down on on 3. And just tick her up the rest of the way there.
No land. Perhaps I should try this.
Bottom, bottom. 20 cards. DL.
I see a frightening future.
And bottom, bottom. Looking for things like Khan's Temporal Sundering is very useful for us. Okay. 1, 2. 1, 2. Another sifter? Or are you going for the memory? Must be going for the memory. Okay. Might actually be pretty bad for us if we don't hit a settle. We did. Okay, no problem. We also hit a Temporal Sundering as well. He could have hit a commit though, so we might still be in trouble. This might be the loss. Memorial. Hits our spires. We don't even have a land to get back. Yeah, I think if he's hit commit, we just lose, don't we? Ah, that means he doesn't. Okay. Surely it means he doesn't. He'd just Alpha Strike if he didn't have the answer, right? Yep. Okay. So how do we lose? How can we possibly lose from here? He's refilled our deck, so Rivulet's a little bit more difficult. We're going to attach you over, Wilds, draw, extra turn, Teferi ult. Got to imagine that I hit another Teferi in that time to just replace and just mass draw cards. I wonder if this deck needs a commit to memory. I'm legitimately worried even at 30 cards we might just mill ourselves if this game goes long enough. Okay, so, Tatyova. Khan's Temporal Sundering. Take an extra turn, bounce your Sifter Worm. Yes. We're bouncing the Sifter Worm because we're actually just going to try and push through some damage while we're at it. So, gonna try to hit you for 10.
The land must fight for itself.
And then we're gonna bounce your dude. Because actually I don't actually need to even ult. We'll go swing in. Yeah, and with our extra turn, we hit him with our Mana Docs and we win. Jesus Christ, that game. Alright. Alright. Against this deck, I don't even know what's good. Because he's got so many, like, cast out, seal away things that the Sifter Worm just doesn't seem all that amazing. I guess we do take them, though, just in case, since we can counter some stuff. Do we play the negates for Commit to Memory and Hour of Devastation? It's probably worth it, but is it worth it for the full playset? Not sure. What's bad in this deck? Tatiova eats her braids for breakfast. Get rid of the Oath of Teferis. Settles were good. Compass is good. Swordtooth would be okay. So bring in the negates. Trim. I don't know. I don't know what else we trim. We don't want to go up too many negates because they're not actually amazing. But they can have clinch situations. I guess one Swordtooth. We'll try it like that. I don't know if that's good enough. This game's bound to be hours long though. Okay, good hand. Come on. Let's see a good hand. My opponent mulligans, and I have a good hand. Okay. So, good times. Down to his 6. Down to 5. Wow, we might just see an instant scoop on the game 2 here. Bottoms that on a 5 as well. Owie. Well, my opponent is the honourable type, and he is going to play this out. So we're going to go Sanctum. We're going to go Elves. We look to be able to get an early Tatiova or Teferi here, which should just be the game. Probably want to go early Teferi if I can swing it. So tap land, Drover. Because early Teferi doesn't get hit by a Braid, and Tatiova does, and we know he's running a playset, so... Steve! Taking up all the space. Alright. Teferi. Or has he got the negate? He got negate. Don't say you got a sensor. If you got a sensor, I'll cry. It's a negate. Okay.
Want me to phase you out of time?
Worth a try. Worth a try. Worth a try again. Don't tell me you got another. And he scoops. Yeah, I mean, Teferi on 3 lands is it's pretty grim for my opponent, honestly. I'd scoop to that as well. He is the tilt father after all. So, yeah, that's going to do it for this particular deck. It's a lot of fun. I think it's not so easy to pilot, but it is virtually rotation proof as well, so you'll have plenty of time to try it out, and maybe Guilds of Ravnica can actually throw in a few good things. I feel like Shocklands are going to come into this format as well. With Guilds of Ravnica, I feel like that's going to be a reprint that we might see. So the mana base, even though we're losing Botanical Sanctum, I'm not actually running more than one because I don't have the wild cards for it. But I could see like a breeding pool here making it good. Because I think Simic's in the Guilds of Ravnica, isn't it? The newest set. I think Simic's one of them anyway. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the deck. If you did, be sure to like, subscribe, hit that little bell icon, all that jazz. And I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.